Hello, good evening, and how's everyone doing tonight? I hope everyone is having an amazing night tonight. I know I am. Hello, 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 hello. We're back here with the cool vibe music. That's my fancy dancing, people. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Kind of love the delay when you pull up the actual video so you can grab the link. Okay, let's see. We got to do the sharing of the stuffs around on all the pages and let the people know that we're out here doing things and stuffs. All right, let's see. Hold on. We can do this way. Hold on. What am I doing? What am I doing? Who knows? Right now, I'm not sure I do. But I'm having fun. That's what's important. Geese is the one I want. Geese. Yay! Come on in, people. Say hello. Say what's up. Let's talk. Let's chat. Let's hang out. I gotta just share this around. Let people know I'm out there live, that I'm doing stuff. That we are having a good night. That we are having a fun time. This is what I need to do. Hello, people. Yes, yes, yes. This is how we do this. Hey guys, how the words? Ooh, I just about spilled my drink too. Woo. Holding on to the handle of the mug, tried to pull my fingers away before I took them out because I wanted to grab my cards. It's one of those nights. Oh, it's a fun one though. But yeah, come on in, say hello. If you want a free card pool, I'm doing free single card pools. I'm doing $10 mini readings, which is 3 cards, and I'm doing $20 for a full reading, which is 7 cards or more. Sometimes other cards pop out, so we always go a minimum of 7. But yeah, if you're interested in getting a reading, let me know. We will get that taken care of. Let's see. We'll put that out there where everybody can see it. Dang. Time for a drink. Yay. But yeah, please come on by, drop in, say hello. Let me know what you got going on. Doing live oracle readings. Earlier today, I recorded a couple of episodes, or I recorded a episode. It actually got split into 2. I gotta edit them and stuff down together. It's going to be 1 episode. We just had to break it into 2 segments of Breaking Reality, the podcast. Today we covered I went into a conversation with Demian Gover. We had been doing a series. We stopped it it's been at least a year ago, if not more. Just a lot of craziness has come up and kept us from getting back together to do this. But we recorded another episode on the series that we're doing on the universal spiritual laws. We're following Raymond E. Hollywell's book, Working with the Laws, kind of a guideline. Like, we're not going strictly by like his teachings and stuff, but we're just using it as kind of a loose guideline as like format to follow. But today we covered the law of compensation. It was a great conversation. We got into a lot of stuff, and I'll be editing that video out this weekend and posting it up hopefully next week. I got a bunch of videos actually I need to edit and start posting up. So we shall see. Cards are flying everywhere now. I will be right back. I had shut off the air conditioner earlier because it was cold. Now it's burning up hot. I will be right back. Alrighty, I am back. I just had to go flip on that air conditioning. It was getting a little toasty in here. But if you folks let me know what's going on, let me know how you're doing. Hit me up. If you want a free card pull a free card for you. If you want a full reading or a mini reading, let me know. We'll get those taken care of. It's what we do. Definitely can get a card pull in. I'm just going to vibe to the music until someone shows up. Just enjoying the music. I'm just going to sit here and be my happy little self until someone comes in and wants to talk. Come in and say hello. Come say hi. I know it's a Thursday night. I know it's a strange night for me to be doing stuff. I know it's a weird night for me to do things, but I'm weird. I'll probably be live tomorrow night too. Like, I'm literally just sitting here messaging people, letting them know I'm online, seeing if people want to come in and hang out. I think everyone's really busy tonight. It's that time of year that sports are starting to start up and stuff. A lot of people have been out at games tonight. Seen so many people talking about, going out to kids' baseball games and track and field and soccer and all that jazz. Oh, okay. So I got someone that's coming on. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Kate. Funny to see you here. How you doing, Kate? had my deck upside down. I'm like, I don't even read reversals, and these are Oracle cards. You definitely don't read reversals in Oracle. I don't even read reversals at tarot when I read tarot, though, because I'm just like anti-reversal in tarot. I think I don't like them. And it wasn't even the way that they were originally designed to be used. Like, reversals was something that just See, I'm an intuitive reader as well, and the guy who was, I can't even remember his names, but it was like one specific reader in like, I want to say either 1700s or 1800s that started doing reversals, and then when he taught his students, he taught them to read reversals, and it just kind of caught on. Because that's what he taught people, and that kind of became the thing, is everyone's like, oh, well, reversals, you know. And I'm just like, no. Just because the card's upside down, that just means that you didn't put it back in the deck right. Like, I'm one of those people, like, it's so funny. My friends, like, I have friends who do mixed decks with tarot and oracle and stuff. Like, they'll mix all kinds of decks together and make like a big mixed deck. And I'm like, no, you can't do that. Decks have to stay separate. Like the idea of me taking like my Alana Fairchild decks, which I have like 4 or 5 of, and mixing them together, like, baffles me. Like, this deck I love. This is my main deck I read out of when I do Oracle. This is the Alana Fairchild Sacred Rebels deck. It's just got some amazing artwork. This is one of my favorite cards in there. There's, can't say one of my favorites because so many of them are my favorites. I mean, all the artwork in this deck is stunning. Like, Faith in the Process. Oh, it's a beautiful card. Oh, like the faith written on the side of the wagon. Oh, it's just a beautiful card. Focus on the Light. Oh, I've got a heck of a collection. I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 more Alana Fairchild decks, 2 Lenormand decks, 3 tarot decks, and then like a handful of other Oracle decks too, like different ones. The other main Oracle decks I use is this deck, which is the Spellcasting deck. Spellcasting Oracle. This is the deck I do single card pulls from usually. So if I do a single card pull on a live, it's going to come from this deck usually. This is one of my, I absolutely love working with this deck. Oops, bling, 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 bling. Wasn't expecting that. And then this deck doesn't show well on camera because it's stupidly high glossy. But I love this deck. It's the Shamanic Healing Oracle deck. And to be honest, almost all of my other decks have a really, really strong feminine energy feel to them, which I'm perfectly fine with working with those. I work with the balance of masculine and feminine energies within myself all the time. So tapping into that feminine energy and working with that, I have no problems with. That's just part of the duality of who we are and working with everything, and understanding of working with the masculine and the feminine and bringing them into the balance and harmony. But this deck has a very masculine kind of vibe to me, and I really dig this deck. Actually, I'm kind of hoping Tim would hop on, because I'll give Tim a reading with this deck. So Tim, if you're out there lurking, buddy, say, hey, I got a reading for you, pal. I want to give you a reading with this deck sometime, man. This is a great deck. But like I said, don't get me wrong. I've done readings for women with this deck, and it's amazing. But this deck just definitely has that. And it's real simple art. I love the art style of this deck. Like, I just love the art. The only bad thing is it's that gloss. So like if it gets too close to light, see how it gets that glare and makes it hard to see. And that's the only thing I don't like about this deck. That is my only downside. And it's beautiful. Look at the gold embossing on the edges. I mean, this deck just, and it comes in a really nice box too. Like, oh, I used to have a Celtic Dragon Tarot deck, and my ex-wife, when we got together, made me get rid of all the stuff because, you know, she wasn't into it. And I was like, okay, I'm being a good husband. I'm going to compromise for her. And I got rid of some of my stuff. One thing I managed to hold on to, actually, I gave them to my sister and they came back to me, was my runes. My Elder Futhark runes. And my sister just basically held on to them. She said, I never even touched them, never read with them, never worked with them. But yeah. Is your Celtic Dragon a tarot deck? I have this dragon deck somewhere. I don't even know where I put it. I'm going to trade it with a friend because, like, I can't connect with it. And I really connect with dragon stuff, but this one deck I just cannot connect with. Oh, you're wanting to do the old, like the rune bone, like the runic bones? That's old school. I like these. These are red jasper agate. And I rarely ever do rune readings on a live just because rune readings can get pretty intense and take up some time. Depending on how many are cast and the order they fall in and everything else. But like, there's the Burka. Runes are something that you get into. Like, there's a lot of good books out there on rune casting. It was something I was called to a long time ago. Actually, at the age of 20, I picked up this set, and I've never looked back. Like, I had one other set before this, which was like one of those cheap, like little clay ones that you see in, like, you know, bookstores, like the mass production ones and stuff. These were handcrafted. These were stones that a lady had actually carved and painted everything into, you know. So I like those. Yeah, casting the bones, which, see, there's a lot of ways that they've done bone casting. Some of them they actually would draw runes on, and then they would cast the bones with the runes and read the runes. But there was also a point where they just cast bones, and then they read the bones as they landed. And they were usually small bones, like birds and small animals were where the bones came from that they would use for casting. Yeah, the small bones and the small trinkets and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, man. I tell you what, Kate, I'm gonna have to show you some stuff that I've checked out like later. Like I can't show it on the screen right now. Like I'd have to go digging through like photos and pulling up stuff. But I've seen some really interesting things done with like small little trinkets and stuff. I've seen some really interesting things done. Yeah, definitely we'll hit you up in a message. Are you familiar with Lenormand, Kate? That's another form of divination I work with. This is actually my tarot deck that I mainly use. It's beautiful. I mean, this deck is nice. Like this one here, though, you almost Lenormand. Here's my Lenormand deck. Absolutely love working with Lenormand. I've been doing it a lot more lately. But this this deck of tarot cards, I almost have to read from the book when I do readings with them, because it's not like a normal deck of tarot, because it's all Celtic kind of pagan themed. And they add in a plant and an animal for each thing. And everything is based around the Earth Mother, the Green Man, and the Horned God. So it takes on a whole different perspective. Oh, yeah. I've got a Lenormand fairy deck, too. Is it this one that you got? Yeah. My headset got caught. Lenormand's 36 cards. Each has a symbol. So cross, anchor, fish, key, moon, and so on. Like, I love this Clover card. I think this Clover card's gorgeous. And I love the boat card. There's just something about this little fairy in this boat with the weeds behind her and the flowers and stuff. Yeah, I love this deck. This deck was a gift from my friend Tiffany. A lot of times I do readings with Tiffany. I was actually going to see if she wanted to come on tonight, but I wasn't able to get a hold of her today. I'm fidgeting with how it goes back into the box. I'm very particular. Certain things I'm like, I don't care about, but then like other things I'm very, very, very particular. Do you want to do a reading tonight? Do you want to do one on the live? Like, here's what I do on lives. I don't do TikTok. I need to. It's just one of those things that I haven't gotten into. This is what I run when I do my lives. But Kate, hit me up. We'll get you taken care of. I was hoping Tim would drop by, because Tim usually hops by, but he may not be out and around right now. I haven't even actually talked to Tim in a day or two. But this is my main Lenormand deck that I use. This is the main one I use to read from. And these are, you know, little different images as well. I love the art on this one. Alrighty, let me grab a deck and we'll do a reading for you, Kate. All right, sorry, I've got a friend that's messaging me. Wasn't sure if he's wanting me to come up to his place or not tonight. I'm like, it's getting a little late. All right. So when I do pulls, I just shuffle, and I shuffle until a card pops, and then I pull it out. Ooh, that card just jumped out. The card Diving for Light just like literally jumped out of the deck. It was diving out of the deck. Yeah, well, see, that's usually like when I shuffle, this is my shuffle technique. And like I can get kind of messy with them. Like I don't do corners because I don't want to mess up my cards. Like, so this is how I shuffle. I'm real particular about trying to keep my cards nice and neat because these are my tools. I work with these all the time. I understand they're going to wear out in time. But starting off, you know, I've had this deck for a few years now, and it still looks pretty much brand new. Actually, all my decks look pretty new. Even the ones that were like previously owned by someone else that was gifted to me, because the Spellcasting Oracle deck and the Green Witch Tarot that I use were both gifts from a friend to me that she had previously used, just couldn't really connect with the decks. One actually, the Green Witch Tarot she actually used, but then she designed her own tarot deck, and so she uses it now, so she doesn't use that one. Okay, so this is how I do my readings. I'm going to go down through the cards first and show you each card, and then I'll start in on the interpretations and the readings of the card. So your first card is Follow Your Own Rhythm. The Word Wants to Be Written is your second card. Your third card is the one that came jumping out of the deck, Diving for Light. The next card is Come to Life. You've got Free from Judgment, Free to Love. Inner Trust. And Dream a Beautiful Dream. All right, Kate. So first card for you was Follow Your Own Rhythm, which, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. Let's follow your own rhythm. Don't be following what someone else says. Don't be following what you think others want you to do or want you to say, or try to be who others want you to be. You need to be your true, authentic self. Nothing other than that is going to bring you, what you really need in life. And so you've got to follow your own rhythm, no matter how much other people are trying to get you to follow theirs or to listen to the beat of their drum. That's not for you. You've got your own path. You've got your own journey. You've got your own way you got to go. You've got your own dance that you've got to dance. And you can't be trying to do someone else's dance. Exactly. The word wants to be written. This card is really interesting because this is kind of a card of manifestation. So this card can come out with a couple of different really. Oh, you're a Gemini. Yay, Geminis. I have so many Gemini friends around me. It is insane. I like Geminis. The word wants to be written. So this card is a couple of different things. This could actually mean that like there's physical things that needs to be written, or this is an energetic of the words that you write out can be used to manifest, to bring things in. If you have ideas of actually doing some writings, this is a key to get into those writings. But if you're not feeling those writings, then maybe this is talking about something energetic that you need to work on manifestation. So something along the lines, which I really get more of an energetic manifestation. There might be some physical writings and stuff there, but I'm getting more of it's something that you need to work through in an energetic manner. But the diving for light, this card came out, and every time I see this card, I love it. First off, I just love the images of it. I love the seahorses. I love just everything about this card, the colors, the scheme, everything. And I love the whole concept of what this card gives is the diving for light, diving deep, going down and finding that light, which most people are like, isn't the light up top? Not always. Sometimes that light's buried and you got to dig it out. You got to go find it. You're manifesting your soul contracts. Here, I'm going to shut this down for now because that's just going to keep dinging. Okay. So yeah, that diving for light though, this is really significant because sometimes we have to dig and find some of those little hidden lights that we've got, some of those little treasures that's gotten buried. A lot of times this diving for light to me makes me think of diving for a buried treasure or like a sunken treasure, something that's gotten hidden under all that silt and sand and, all the muck and the mud and everything. And it's there, but you can't quite see it. So you got to dive for it. You got to clear it away. And then you can start to see it. And holy crap, I thought I had shut that off. Apparently not. So, your next card though, and this kind of goes with that diving for light. So as you dive for that light and you uncover that light, and I'm not saying that you don't have light now. I'm saying that there's another light that you haven't uncovered. There's something else that there's out there hidden. And as you find that and as you uncover that, it's going to come to life in a very, very, very spectacular way. It's going to bring that color back into your life. If you look, she's painting the color back into her life. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous card. But you're going to get those colors. You're going to get that pop. You're going to get that vibrance coming back in. So as you're working on that manifestation and you're uncovering those lights, those little hidden treasures that are buried, because we all have them. We all have them. And we got to find them. And, it might be, we've been on our journey for, you might have been on your journey for 10, 20, 30 years or more. And you're still uncovering these little hidden buried treasures every now and then. Yeah, see right there you're going. It's that process of finding that light out of that darkness. And this next card really falls in with that, is free from judgment, free to love. So as you become free from judgments of, especially with everything that goes on with losing a spouse and, everyone's opinions of things, of situations that, if it was, something out of the blue or however it came, people can bring those judgments. Oh, darling, this isn't about, this card right here isn't about loving others. This is about loving yourself. Free from judgment, free to love means as soon as you free yourself from the judgments of others upon yourself, you're free to fully, completely love yourself. Once you stop listening to the judgments of others, once you stop listening to their opinions and what they have to say, you can fully embrace and love yourself. This card is all about loving the self. It's all about embracing that, clearing out all that crap and crud that everyone puts on you with their opinions about you and how you should live your life and what you should do and all that crap that people dump on you. It's about getting rid of all that and just loving who you are. Nice, good, because that next card was inner trust. And that's a big part of what you just said, is it's that inner trust that allows you to do that. You have that deep inner trust of yourself that you're not afraid to be able to step up and say those things and live your life in that pure, true, authentic way. And that inner trust is really important. I talk with a lot of people about this. Almost anytime this card comes up, I tell people, I said, one thing that I see a lot of people do is they get those gut feelings or those intuitions, and then they ignore them. And when they ignore those, a lot of times it ends up coming back and kicking them in the butt. And they didn't listen to that inner trust, that inner gut, that thing that said, hey, this is what you need to do. They started getting all wrapped up in their head, second guessing things, thinking things over, trying to figure out, I'm not sure if I want to do this. I'm not sure if I want to do that, And then the next thing you know, they've gotten to where they're either having trouble making any decision at all, or they just totally completely talk themselves out of the right decision that they had initially made. And I see that a lot. And I get people coming back going, well, I'm really trying to work on that, but I keep doing this. So, and then the last card you got is Dream a Beautiful Dream. And, this card is so beautiful. It's hard to see all the details in this card. But it's just a gorgeous, beautiful card. Dream that dream. Dream it big. Dream it bright. Dream it bold. Dream it beautiful. Dream it large. Dream it as vibrant as you can. You've learned at any time an inner. Good. A lot of people struggle with that and fight with that and back and forth. I see it with a lot of people I work with, just constantly are questioning that inner trust, that gut feeling, that gut instinct. And a lot of it comes from, they've been through trauma and abuse and gaslighting and everything else, and it has just corrupted that to the point that they don't trust themselves anymore. Yep, they usually always have a reason. There's something there. You may not see it. There's usually a reason for that gut intuition, that gut feeling. You get that gut feeling. You're like, hey, I'm going to go out and spend some time with friends. And then just before you walk out the door, get ready to leave, you're like, man, I'm just really not feeling it. Just something says, don't go. And then the next thing you know, there's a really bad wreck on the path that you would have taken, and you would have gotten caught up in it. It's those kind of feelings, And it could be things even from, as big as that, or as small as, just a intuition gut feeling of, hey, I think so-and-so's down. Let me give them a call and see how they're doing. I get that all the time. I'll get a gut feeling that, someone just needs a message or a call or something, word of encouragement, something. And I'll hit them up. And it might be someone I haven't even talked to in a while. And just be like, hey, how you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Just want you to know I think you're a great person. Think you're a beautiful soul. Just give them some encouragement. You never know, that little bit of encouragement might be what makes the difference in that person's day. Yeah, like I always follow those kinds of things. Like I never know where it's going to lead. Sometimes it's led me down to some weird stuff, weird conversations with friends and stuff. Sometimes it's just a matter of, hey, this just is what it is. But yeah. I had just looked at that message you sent, Kate. Thank you. Hey, Tammy, how you doing? Yeah, it's been a crazy couple weeks for me, Tammy. I was down with like this nasty like sinus infection thing for a little bit, and then after that I ended up with serious issues here in the house with plumbing issues and all kinds of craziness that went on with that. And that was like almost a week and a half, almost seems like close to okay, the week and a half time frame seems like it lasted a month. It was pretty rough. But things are all fixed and taken care of now. And I'm able to get back on path, get back to work, get back to focusing on what I'm doing, it pretty much threw me for a tailspin because it was just like the house was not functional. Like it was one of those things that if it went on much longer, I was going to have to go look at a temporary place to stay until this got fixed. But luckily we got it all fixed. But it took them forever and a day to get it going and stuff. We had I had 3 different plumbing companies out here, and then finally had a 4th contractor, and the guy from the village water department ended up coming out and actually getting things taken care of. Thinking about doing a late night reading on TikTok. I just haven't got into TikTok yet. Like, I know I would probably do well if I got over on TikTok and started doing stuff. And apparently you can do TikTok from your computer now. Like, you can upload videos and stuff from your computer now. Because that's one of my things. Like, my phone is an older phone. It's cheap. I don't spend a lot of money on phones because I've literally had a phone for a matter of a few days and dropped one and broke it. And then I've had other phones for forever and a day and just ended up upgrading because it was time to upgrade. Nice. I'll have to hop over there too. You'll have to send me your TikTok information. But like I'm pretty sure I've got a TikTok account. I think I'm almost positive I've got a TikTok account. I think I actually have a Breaking Reality one. But yeah, actually, how you doing, Tammy? So I'm probably going to get back with Mary Teleland. Ugh. I can't even pronounce her last name right now. Like, I'm so tongue-tied. I'm going to get back with Mary, who is the death doula that I was going to do a live episode with a few weeks ago. Mary had some stuff going that she had to deal with, some personal health issues and stuff. I'm going to go ahead and hit Mary up later. Either tomorrow or this weekend, I'm going to send her a message and set up a meeting for next week and see about getting stuff scheduled. I know she just opened up a new season or a new session of her Arnhem Cara Academy, which is her Death Doula Academy, where she trains people. So, oh, sweet. Where are you going to school to be a death doula? I'm going to probably end up training with Mary, but I already work as a death walker anyways. I work with spirits and stuff all the time. I'm just going to take the death doula training to take it to a different level. Let me bring up Southwoods Institute of Healing Arts out of Arizona. Huh, nice. I'm actually going to a metaphysical university, actually the University of Metaphysics, out of Sedona, Arizona. But Mary is actually out of LA, and it's her. She teaches, and then like part of her course, she ended up like I think part of the fee covers a trip where you go down to Mexico and you spend like some time down there, and they do some ceremonial work and they do some like in-person, in-depth work over there. So yeah. Yeah, actually, with the University of Metaphysics, the University of Metaphysics is really, really cheap, actually. It's not that expensive. Like, I think you can set it up for like $90 down payment and like either $25 or $50 a month or something like that. I think it's like $50 a month payment. I'd have to look it up. They have different payment plans and stuff, but it's like less than $1,300 to get your PhD through them, because they're not like when Dr. Masters set up the University of Metaphysics, he didn't do it to get people to, get rich and make a ton of money. He done it to teach people. And they haven't changed their prices since they opened, from what I understand. Like, those are the same prices that it's always been. Like, they haven't messed with them. But I'll be getting my degree in metaphysical sciences. Once I get my bachelor's, I will have, when you get your bachelor's degree, you get your bachelor's in metaphysics, a metaphysical practitioner certification, and you also get ordained as a metaphysical minister. I'll end up with a PhD in metaphysical sciences, but I'm also going to be taking a couple other PhD programs too. The one I'm actually currently signed up in, I'm going to switch over to the metaphysical sciences first. The one I'm currently signed up in, which you can swap over. I haven't started my dissertation on it, so anytime before you start your dissertation, you can swap your PhD. But the one I'm currently signed up for is mystical research, which studies the mystical aspects of the world's religion. So, like within, it'd be like Kabbalah within the within the Jewish, belief system, within the Judeo-Christian system, it would be like your Gnostics, or what they call. There's also another group that refers to themselves as like Christian mystics. There's one of the other aspects, like for Islam, is the Sufi. And I always say, like, paganism and Hinduism, everyone's kind of a mystic in those aspects. But like for like Hinduism, it really gets into like the yogis, or who really takes it to that mystical level. And each of the world's religions usually have kind of a mystical aspect behind it. And I really like that. And I think in studying that's where you find the true heart and the true essence of that belief system. Like, I absolutely love studying anything on the Sufis. Rumi, who I absolutely love, one of the greatest poets ever, I believe. And I have the Rumi Oracle deck, which this is just an amazing deck. But Rumi was a Sufi, and one of the big key Sufi things is, if it is not done in love, it is not done of Allah. So if it's not done in love, it's not done of God. And that's really where the Sufi belief system is, and that's the heart of, honestly, how Islamic faith and belief system should be. It's honestly the heart of how any belief system should be, is if it is not done in love, it's not done of God. You know, you can't have an all-loving creator and then do things and, you know, and be like, oh, you know, I didn't do that out of love. I done that out of hate or rage or jealousy or envy or whatever reason. And then try to claim that it's done in the name of God. And that's totally completely opposite. Unless you're talking Old Testament biblical God. And then we've got wrath, envy, hate, rage, you know, genocide. You name it, it's there in the Old Testament. But I really love that whole belief system that the Sufis embrace of, you know, it's got to be done in love. And that's something that, you know, I think about every time I'm working with things. It's like, I need to really make sure that I'm focusing and I'm doing these things for the right reasons, and I'm not doing them for the wrong reasons. But yeah. All right. Well, Kate, I think I am going to wrap up this live. I've been on here for about an hour. We can continue messaging offline, but I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up and kick back, throw on some music, and we'll just chit chat and see what happens, see where I end up at. I have no idea what I'm going to do. Probably be back tomorrow night with another live. If not tomorrow, then Saturday, probably. We'll pop in one over this weekend. I've got to get back to doing some work. I got to get some work done so I can get some of these bills paid for. So, yeah, just hit me up, and I'll talk with you guys later. Everybody have a good night. Be blessed, and I will see you soon.